Hopefully these lot don't cause any trouble. David's favourite dogging spot. I don't get particularly good vibes from this place. It feels a bit satanic. Oh wow, look, a little fireplace. Definitely don't fancy taking the short way down. 1500 years ago, this is where Christianity was first brought to England. First European roundabout. What the f... For those of you who are new here, I've spent the last 7 years of my life doing things like this. And this. And a lot of less interesting, less exciting stuff. But over the last few weeks, I've been taking this car, it's a 22-year-old Honda CR-V, and I've been converting it into a camper so that I can go on a road trip through Europe. And that adventure begins today. But there's one place I want to go first, because today is St. George's Day. I will say the weather is absolutely awful. It is a beautiful English spring day, by which I mean I cannot see any of the sky. It's entirely covered in cloud and it's very, very wet outside. Well, the good news is we've made it to London. The bad news is I haven't seen a single flag of St. George all day. So I'm heading into central London and we'll see if we have a bit more luck. I've been looking, but I haven't seen one. I've got about a mile walk as well, up hills apparently, before I even get to the tube station. I had to park in a Tesco's car park miles away. There she is, look, Big Ben. On St. George's Day. Palaces of Westminster, also known as the Houses of Parliament. And lots and lots of police officers for St. George's Day. I wonder why. Let's go have a look from the other side. Reed boat, that's the London Eye. Won't be going on that today. And the beautiful River Thames. Helicopter up there, probably looking for Tommy Robinson. And then we've got the statue of Winston Churchill, well guarded these days, as you can see. Honestly, I kind of wish I could put my drone up, but I don't think that's allowed in the centre of London, so we'll have to give it a miss, unfortunately. Here's the cenotaph though. I'll show you the cenotaph. Probably our most important war memorial. Because it's so important to the people here in the UK, I think that makes it quite a significant target. Political target, a target for a terrorist attack. Yeah, so it's good in some sense to see that there is a police presence here. And at the bottom, what you can see, if you're not familiar, is wreaths, which are placed at the base of not just the cenotaph, but all war memorials, in order to help commemorate the dead. I have to say, I still haven't seen the flag of St. George on St. George's Day in literally the centre of London, the capital city of England, so that's a bit disappointing. Plenty of Union Jacks though. What is this, 10 Downing Street? Let's have a look at 10 Downing Street then. Well equipped, aren't they? This is Downing Street. You used to be able to walk all the way up Downing Street, but no longer. And that is MOD main building, the Ministry of Defence headquarters, if you like. Oh, there we go. Finally. I don't know how well you can see that, but that is indeed the flag of St. George. And the only place I could find it is on the top of MOD main building. Well, I found a few more St. George's flags, interestingly, and this small band of St. George's flags holders are surrounded, unsurprisingly, by the police. I'll show you in a second, I'm nearly there. I will say, I suppose for our National Day, St George's Day, if that's all that's mustered, it's probably not a big enough sense of pride in our history and our cultures. And I think for so long people have been told that the flag of St George is racist because I guess some racist people in the past have used it. Whatever, I'm English, I'm proud of it. Hopefully these lot don't cause any trouble, because that kind of reinforce that stereotype. But they seem to just be having a good time. So the area that I'm in at the moment is Trafalgar Square, and this is Nelson's Column. It was built to commemorate Admiral, I guess not General, Admiral Horatio Nelson for his victory and subsequent death at the Battle of Trafalgar. But they all seem to be quite happy, they all seem to be having quite a good time, no one seems to be causing any trouble, which I think is what people usually associate with that flag right there, trouble. I'm just heading to Leicester Square now. I can't spend much more time here in London. Finding parking was a nightmare, but I parked in a Tesco's extra car park all the way in the south of London, and then I had to get a tube train all the way here, which took ages. So I got here a lot later than I would have liked, and I'll be getting back to the car a lot later than I would have liked. But yeah, we'll have a look at Leicester Square, and then it's just back to the car, drive somewhere near Dover, find a place to kip. Thought we'd come through, look at Chinatown. It's right next to Leicester Square, so it's not really getting too sidetracked. It's very peaceful here compared to Trafalgar Square. Now, what Leicester Square is known for really is all of its cinemas and theatres, and more recently casinos. But it's pretty expensive to go to the cinema here. I've done it, it's not cheap, probably like 30 quid a ticket. She's got a lovely voice, hasn't she? And there we go, we are back. As you can tell, back a little bit later than I might have liked. I actually need a few things from Tesco's, like food. It's a little bit dark, so I don't know how much you're going to see, but I have bought some, what I thought they were going to be Krispy Kreme donuts, but I guess they're Urban Legend donuts. I've burnt, if you can see there, almost 1,600, maybe it'll focus now, 1,600 calories just walking, and my projected total calories for the day is almost 4,000. That would be fine if I had eaten anything today. In fact, I've had one drink, which awfully was a can of Monster Energy, so I am not in a good shape at the moment. So that's why I bought a little bit of sugar. I'll have a drink, and then I'm going to set off. It's now, what is it? God, it's nearly 10 o'clock. Set off and drive somewhere closer to Dover. I haven't really recce'd a spot in particular. So I've made it to my parking destination, which is just a village somewhere near Dover. I've kind of set up, I don't know how well you can see it, but these pretty naff makeshift curtains that I put in place. The power bank is at 99%, so it's charged whilst we're driving, and that's good. So for now, I think I'm just going to take a baby wipe shower, make some sandwiches. I don't have any butter because I'm an idiot, but make some sandwiches, get some fluids on board, and try and get 5 or 6 hours sleep. Pretty ad hoc place to park. I won't be doing it sort of this laissez-faire in future, but yeah, that's it. That's the plan. Cheese and ham with a bit of spicy mayo. No complaints there. Right, that's me pretty much done for the night. I have had my baby wipe shower, brushed my teeth, spat it out into a bottle, which is not very nice. Curtains are up. Just need to go to sleep. It's quite late. What time is it? It is 1:45. Good morning. I slept quite well. It's 8:30, so actually I've slept for quite a long time. This is the setup that you can see it a little bit more clearly now. This is me in bed. I suppose I should really get up. Well, that's what the watch thinks of my sleep. I don't know if you can see that very clearly. Duration 4 hours 50 minutes. Quality poor. So maybe it wasn't that good. Good morning. Here we are. I don't actually know exactly where we are, but this is where I stayed overnight. I'll show you the village. There's some houses over here on this side, and then it's just fields over here, and I guess like a play park over there. Yeah, it's a pretty nice place and a postie. I don't actually know the name of the place that I'm in, but wherever it is, thank you for having me. It's a lovely little village. I didn't really give you much of a choice in having me. I just parked and climbed into the back of the car. I think today the plan is probably going to be to head to Canterbury. I've never been to Canterbury before. I've always wanted to go. Obviously, it's got Canterbury Cathedral, and then there's the White Cliffs of Dover we can go and take a look at. And I think there's like a nature walk somewhere nearby, so maybe we'll go and check that out. But yeah, quite a chilled out, relaxed day. No, it takes card. I wonder how old this building is. I'm going to guess 700 years. No, in fact, I'm going to guess 800. It's absolutely stunning. It's beautiful, beautiful church. I'll see if we can take a look inside. I'm sure we probably can. There's a lot more I could have filmed in there, in all honesty, but someone came in to pray, so it just felt a bit disrespectful, so I thought I'd leave. But yeah, what an interesting building. It's super, super old. 1284. This is the first time I've seen one of these, but it's an Ineos Grenadier, and it looks like the old Land Rover Defenders, before the Defenders became less cool. Looks like a aircraft cockpit in there. I absolutely love these cars. Yeah, I just think it's stunning, isn't it? I would absolutely kill to have one of those, but they're about 50 grams, so probably not going to happen. So this I actually filmed earlier because it's right next to where I parked, but I left the close-up filter on like an idiot. But this is a 13th century, so 1200s city tower, I guess, and also attached as a jail, which I think is on this side. Hence, it says the Pound and it's a key. So these are the sort of archer windows. I'm guessing, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm guessing that's what they were for. Because archers obviously can aim and fire out here, but someone's cigarette end is in there. It's pretty, I'd say there's little more English than that. A 700-year-old building and then just a cigarette end in the middle of it. Clearly some work's going on to repair the facade. It's 20 quid to go in, and I'm a bit tight, so probably I'm not going to pay it, but you know, I doubt this will be my last opportunity. This is St Augustine's Abbey, pretty close to the cathedral. You can see the cathedral over there. St Augustine was a monk sent by the Pope to build effectively the first church here in England, and this was built in 597. Pretty insane to think 1500 years ago this is where Christianity was first brought to England. Still a Christian country, although that Christianity is in decline, I would say. According to census data, after the Normans invaded in 1066, so the French monks destroyed it and rebuilt this. I mean, also a spectacular building, I will say that, but pretty sad to destroy one church just to build another church in its place. There's just so much history in England, so much history, so many different traditions, and I think that's lost on people who live here and who grow up here. I read recently a news article that a teacher asked a class of English students who hated Britain, and apparently 30 of them put their hands up and said, yeah, they hate Britain. And I just can't fathom that. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Because so many important people were buried here, they're still buried here. So in 690, 1,000 years before America was discovered, inhabited, populated, colonized, you might want to say, Archbishop Theodore was buried here 1,000 years. Here we stood, just facing, I guess, this sort of appendage, which is where some of the most important people, as it says there, tombs of kings and archbishops, would have been buried. You can see you've got 3 of them there. They're all archbishops. And then here is the most interesting one. So this is the tomb of St. Augustine himself. I'm not sure how well you can read that, but he died in 605, so I guess 1400 and a bit years ago, and that's where he still is. So this would have been the crypt of the church that the French Normans built. There's a certain irony in the fact that the Normans, the French, knocked down the church that St. Augustine had built here because they didn't feel it was good enough to house the remains of people like St. Augustine. And that is a surefire sign that you are a bad person. It's not hard to pick up after your dog, particularly in a site like this. Bizarre. Right, I'm glad I did that, but it's a bit of a race to get back to the car now. I don't have too much time, but we'll make it. I think then I'm going to head to the White Cliffs of Dover. Or, well, we'll see what's around. We'll see what's around. Because I've seen the White Cliffs of Dover many times on ferry crossings, but it's probably good to show it in the video, so we'll see what we can find. The White Cliffs of Dover. Never seen them this close before. I think we'll get some nice drone footage here and go for a bit of a walk. So I've just noticed up there, I think they're kind of pillboxes, World War II pillboxes, that I guess they would have waited and watched to see if the Germans came via boat or the Luftwaffe via the skies. I took the drone up and had a look there, but I think I'm going to see if there's a way to drive up and get a proper look. I think that'd be pretty awesome. Now those pillboxes that we saw should be on the left somewhere here. I'm not sure exactly where I am. I'm obviously on top of the cliffs. That cloud behind me looks like it wants to ruin my day, but look at this view. It is a long way down. No, my look, as soon as I get there, I'll have to take shelter in one for an hour or two because these clouds are very foreboding. Yeah, I definitely don't fancy taking the short way down. Hey, look at it, you can see it just there. But unfortunately I have to go halfway down the cliff to get there. We'll see what it looks like. I don't really want to die, so. But, you know, if they built it there, presumably it's somewhat accessible. There she is. It's a long way down though, isn't it? I don't actually think there's anything to see there. It's not actually that far down. I thought it was like a little bunker, but by the looks of it, it's just that slab. It's not actually that hard to get down safely. Just 4 points of contact the whole way down. That was nearly the end of me. All of that just to see this. You do get a nice view though. But yeah, if I'd slipped and fell, it's a long old way down. Just got to get back up there now. I'm putting the camera away this time. I just watched that video of me falling off again, and it's so funny. I didn't realise, but I even said 4 points of contact on the way down and proceeded to just go down with 2 points of contact, which is just ridiculous. There we go, that looks promising. I think that's them. But this one looks open and slightly graffitied. Oh look, someone's written Pikey on the wall. Good God. It looks like on my quest for a bit of history, I've stumbled on the White Cliffs of Dover's favourite dogging spot. The orgy room. Dave, Mandy, Kev and Debbie. Oh no. Gloria, for a good, you know, and then they've put her address, which I'll probably try and find some way of blurring out. I suspect Gloria didn't write that. Maybe she did. Maybe she did. Oh wow, look, a little fireplace. I'm not sure what the purpose of that is. Or is it a fireplace? Well, I didn't think many people came here, but clearly they do. Well, this is definitely going to collapse one day, but hopefully today is not that day. That's not structural. Right, less fun than the first one, and as you can probably tell, it's just started pouring it down. And I think I've got at least an hour walking, so odds are by the time I get back to the car, I'm going to be soaked. I'll see you there. I won't make you enjoy the journey back with me. I don't think I can resist having a look in there. It looks like this barbed wire fence goes all the way around. I don't really want to climb over the barbed wire, if I'm honest, but if there's another way to get in, I'll find it and I'll take it. Yeah, now we're talking. Easy. What a weird little place. What's bizarre is someone's obviously put quite a bit of effort into this. Honestly, what a strange place this is. I don't know what it was used for. It looks like some kind of accommodation, barracks, housing, maybe for those pillboxes. But yeah, I just don't know who's coming here and doing all of this. I don't get particularly good vibes from this place. It feels a bit satanic. But hey, worth having a look. Probably going to bounce. I don't have that long before I lose the daylight, and I don't really want to lose the daylight on the walk back, given that it's right on the edge of a cliff. So let's get to it. Let's go. And we're back. Easy peasy. Home sweet home. Yeah, I'm back in. Same place. The village is called Woolwich, for anyone who's curious. Woolwich was good to me yesterday, so I thought, why not come back? For tonight, I went to Tesco's, bought a meal deal, so I'm just going to eat that and chill out a little bit, do some video editing, start putting the video together that you're watching now. Yeah, there's a lot of footage to go through. I think it's going to take a really long time, but hey, and then tomorrow, just got to get on the ferry. You can see from the front all the way through. So this guy, as he drives up here, is absolutely going to see me just chilling in the back. But at the same time, if I put the blinds up, that's also really obvious. Bit of a catch-22. If those blinds were black, I think it would actually be a lot better. I was a bit of an idiot to buy grey curtains to use as the blind at the front. Oh, good morning. I actually slept really well last night. Again, I don't look like it. Maybe I haven't slept that well. The watch said it was okay, so I presume it's okay. All I need to do really is get up, get the ferry, get to France. Pretty exciting, isn't it? Right, the weather is atrocious, but I'm heading off to the ferry terminal now. It says it's going to take me, it says I'm going to arrive at 11:20 and check-in starts at 11:10. So I should still have 45 minutes or so to check in, and then the ferry takes off, I think at 5 to 1. Let's hope I get on the right one, otherwise we'll end up in Amsterdam, which wouldn't be too bad. Right, goodbye Woolwich. This is the point where we find out if we've totally made a mistake. I tell you what would make me laugh is if they try to search this. I say try, obviously I will let them, I can't stop them. There's nothing I would do to try and stop them. I would probably miss the ferry at that point, but it would be a bit of an event to try and search this at the moment. But they're more than welcome. I don't have anything I'm worried about.
There you go, lane 76 forward, please.
Lane 76.
Yeah.
Cool. Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Journey.
And you. No, not and you.
Yeah.
How often does that happen?
Anyway.
Hop in. Cheers, dude. So you probably heard it. That guy said, have a good journey, as he's at work in the ferry port. And I said, and you. I hope that happens often, because if not, he must just think I'm such an idiot. Anyway, lane 76. Oh, that's so embarrassing. I'll never see the guy again. Maybe he'll watch this one day. Lane 76. Love to see it. I can reverse. The look of disappointment on his face. I suppose you've got to give your directions a little bit quicker than that. Anyway, we're on. Let's get onto the ferry. All the way over there, maybe you can see it, that's where we were yesterday. Quite a distance, on top of those cliffs. That's Dover Castle, which I thought about going to, but it's 20 quid, so I didn't. And there's the most sort of famous angle of the White Cliffs of Dover. I think the plan for the rest of the day is just to drive down to Reims, park up, find somewhere to kip, edit this video because again I'm running out of storage space, and that's it. And there it is, look, Calais. Well, you join me back in the car. The plan is to drive south towards Rouen. I've been there before, but there's a beautiful cathedral, so I'm going to go take a look at it again. Find somewhere to park for the night near Rouen. It's about 100 and something miles, and then keep heading south towards Oradour-sur-Glane. I think Waze must be paid by whoever runs the toll roads in France, because every 10 minutes it just keeps coming up saying rerouting, and then it says like 60 euros will save you 80 minutes. I don't care, I'm not paying 60 euros. So I need to head south, find somewhere, I don't know, like a sleepy little village where I can park up, hopefully not have the French police try and turf me out. That'll be a pretty painful encounter because my French is okay, but probably not good enough to deal with the French police. It's good enough to, I don't know, je voudrais un crêpe sucre, s'il vous plaît. You know, get a pancake, but I don't know why I had to get a pancake with a Russian accent. Anyway, let's hope we don't have any interactions with the French police. Or if we do, let's hope they're positive. Right, here we go, first European roundabout. And of course, I'm going all the way around the roundabout just to make it a little bit more painful. And it's super busy, but I think we'll be all right. Oh, he's doing it. What the f***? I get the feeling he shouldn't really have done that. If I'm honest, this is pretty rural, and somewhere around here would be perfect to stop overnight. I just need to find somewhere that's not going to raise any alarm bells. If you stop at the side of the road, that probably is going to raise some alarm bells, whereas if you stop in a village with a UK plate, people will probably just think you're a holiday maker somewhere. I think I need an even smaller village than this. I think I need something really petite, you know. It goes two ways, because I guess if it's a really small village, everyone knows everyone, and therefore your car's going to stand out more. But at the same time, in a place like this, it's just quite busy and I don't really want all that footfall. So I've just looked on the Park for Night app, and there's a camping spot, which I didn't really want to use like ordinary camping spot, but it has shower facilities, and I think it's about 15 euros. So I think I'm going to bite the bullet for my first night, go there, edit this video, get showered, just relax a little bit, eat some food, and they may not have any space. Bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. Practicing my French. Right, no joy. I bungled together my best French. No space for camping. I was like, vous avez une nuit? And he just looked at me like, and then I said, pour camping? And I think he got it. And then rejected me. That's a shame. Right, I get the feeling I'm not going to find somewhere today, like a campsite, like a proper campsite. But I also get the feeling that maybe I should book one for the next day or two so that I can shower. They had like a little laundrette thing here as well. So all of that's super, super useful. I only have to do that every now and then, get showered, wash some clothes, yeah. So that's pretty cool. But I was kind of hoping this place would be the one. I have just had an idea though, which I don't think is going to work, but I'm going to give it a try. Bonjour. C'est possible, je peux faire la douche?
Water.
The shower. Yeah, is that okay? How much? Combien?
C'est prendre une douche.
Si, oui.
Ah, prendre une douche. C'est 2 euros.
Yep. Merci. You know what, that did work, which is pretty good. I'm just going to grab my towel and get a shower, and actually I'll be feeling a lot better after that. I don't really mind where I sleep tonight. Very cool. €2 I think. We're on to a winner. What a good day. This is me. Very happy. I guess this goes in there and I don't know how long I've got, so I'm going to make it quick. Well, that is by far the best €2 I've spent so far. I'm in a bit of French countryside here. Seems to be some picnic tables up there. I don't know if I'm allowed to park here and stay the night, but I'm going to give it a go. Unless I get moved on, that's pretty much going to be the end of this video. I've made it all the way to France. I've had a shower. Morale is high. Yeah, all I've got to do is edit this video, which is going to take a while, I suspect, and then sleep, crack on tomorrow. Easy. The last thing I'll say before I go is that this is pretty cool. I'm quite happy with this. Right, time to put this video together. There is a lot of footage. This is going to take a long time.